It's a story we all know by heart, one that repeats itself year after year, almost as if it's written into the very fabric of British life. The August bank holiday weekend arrives, a 3-day promise of freedom shimmering on the horizon, filling us with hope and anticipation. The week leading up to it was glorious. Sunshine, barbecues, and big plans for the coast. The air was filled with laughter, and every evening felt like a celebration of summer. We dared to dream. Picnics in parks, sandcastles, and lazy evenings in the garden, imagining endless blue skies and the warmth of the sun on our faces. But then, Friday evening brings a subtle change. A bank of cloud gathering on the horizon, creeping in almost unnoticed at first. By Saturday, the dream dissolves into drizzle, patting against the windows, the sky now a dull, unbroken grey. The barbecue sits unused, the seaside trip is off, and the kettle is on. Plans are hastily rearranged, and the garden chairs are left to drip quietly in the rain. Instead of the beach, it's a crowded museum or soft play centre, the air thick with damp coats and pent-up energy. The sound of children's laughter echoes off the walls, mingling with the patter of rain outside. Soggy sandwiches replace the grand picnic, and last week's sunshine feels like a distant memory, fading faster with every raindrop. By Monday afternoon, a sliver of blue sky appears, just as everyone's packing up, the promise of good weather arriving a little too late. A single sunbeam glints off the puddles, a cheeky wink from the weather gods, as if to remind us not to take it all too seriously. We share a knowing look and mutter, "Typical, isn't it? Another great British washout." Yet somehow, we know we'll do it all again next year, undeterred and ever hopeful. It feels personal, doesn't it? Every time a holiday rolls around, it's as if the clouds are waiting for us to make plans before they open up. As if the weather circles bank holidays on its calendar just to spite us. Almost like it's in on the joke. But the so-called bank holiday effect is more than just bad luck or coincidence. It's a real phenomenon that's been noticed for generations. Our expectations are sky high, so any rain feels like a national tragedy, especially when we've been looking forward to sunshine for weeks. The timing doesn't help. Spring bank holidays land right in the middle of the atmospheric tug-of-war between winter and summer, when the weather is at its most unpredictable. This clash creates instability, making settled weather less likely and sudden downpours more common. There's even a theory that weekday pollution seeds clouds, increasing weekend rain, though scientists still debate how much this really affects our holidays. But mostly, it's our perception. Our minds are wired to remember the washouts, not the rare sunny days that slip by unnoticed. The soggy street party becomes a story for years, retold at every family gathering as a classic British experience. It's classic confirmation bias. We expect rain, so we notice it more. And every drizzle just confirms what we already believe. The real curse is our own hopeful memories, always wishing for sun, but remembering the rain. The weather isn't out to get us, it's just being British, unpredictable, a little stubborn, and always ready to surprise us. To understand our soggy holidays, look west, across the Atlantic. The Atlantic is the storm kitchen for Northern Europe's weather. Warm tropical air meets cold Arctic air, creating a turbulent battleground called the Polar Front. Warm air rises over cold, condensing into vast clouds and releasing energy. This fuels the low-pressure systems, giant spinning storms that form over the ocean. These depressions, powered by the Coriolis effect, grow and march eastward. They're the atmospheric seedlings that become the rain-laden systems heading for the UK. Our classic bank holiday washout starts thousands of miles away. Once a storm is born, it's steered by the jet stream, a fast-flowing river of air high above the Earth. The jet stream forms along the boundary of cold and warm air, snaking around the globe. When it flows straight, we get more settled weather. When it dips south, it drags storms over the UK. Under a trough, cold air and low pressure bring wind and rain. Under a ridge, warm air and high pressure bring sunshine. The jet stream's unpredictable path is why forecasts change so quickly. Its position is the single most important factor for UK weather. That's why a sunny forecast can turn to rain in days. A low-pressure system grows like a living thing. It starts as a wave along the polar front, warm air pushing north, cold air pushing south. This creates the classic anti-clockwise spin and a central low. Warm fronts bring steady rain. Cold fronts bulldoze in with heavy showers and thunder. The storm matures, winds peak, and the cold front catches the warm front. On the weather map, it's the comma-shaped swirl heading for the UK. Eventually, the cold front overtakes the warm, cutting off the storm's energy. The system weakens, rain eases, and the cycle ends. But out in the Atlantic, a new wave is already forming. The next washout is always brewing. Predicting these storms is a blend of science and art. Data pours in from weather stations, balloons, ships, and satellites, our eyes in the sky. Satellites track storms forming over the Atlantic, giving early warnings. Supercomputers run complex models, dividing the globe into grids and forecasting each one. But the atmosphere is chaotic. Tiny errors can grow into big surprises. That's why forecasters use ensemble models, running dozens of scenarios. If most agree, confidence is high. If not, uncertainty reigns. The butterfly effect means even the best forecast is never a sure thing. The British obsession with weather is legendary, woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. Our island's famously fickle climate turns us all into amateur forecasters and dedicated skywatchers, always glancing upward for the next change. Weather talk is our social glue, safe, universal, and endlessly entertaining, a topic that bridges generations and backgrounds. Folklore thrives here. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, cows lying down before rain, swallows swooping low. These old sayings are passed down like family heirlooms. Science may have moved on, but these traditions and superstitions endure, adding colour to our conversations. A rainy bank holiday triggers a national ritual. First denial, then resignation, and finally, cheerful adaptation. We're masters of Plan B. When the barbecue is rained off, it becomes a roast dinner indoors, and the party simply moves inside. That long-awaited beach trip, it transforms into a lively afternoon of board games and laughter as we make the best of it. Stoic humour prevails. Well, it's good for the garden, we say, finding silver linings in every downpour. Weather shapes our media too. Forecasts are prime-time viewing, and meteorologists become household names, trusted voices in our homes. Headlines warn of Arctic blasts and bank holiday washouts, feeding our collective anticipation and anxiety. This endless cycle of hope, disappointment, and shared experience unites us as a nation, giving us stories to tell. In truth, we wouldn't have it any other way. Our unpredictable weather is part of who we are. Predictable weather would rob us of our favourite conversation. and the small joys that come from making the best of every forecast. So, another storm is crashing your long weekend. Don't surrender to gloom. Embrace the weather. With the right gear, rain becomes an adventure, not a spoiler. There's beauty in a windswept coast, magic in a misty walk, comfort in a cozy pub. Be prepared. Waterproofs, wellies, and a sturdy umbrella are your tickets to freedom. Rainy days push us to discover hidden gems, museums, bookshops, quirky cafes. A washed-out holiday can become a cultural adventure. Embrace coziness, books, puzzles, tea by the window. Enjoyment isn't measured in sunshine, but in moments, whatever the weather. In Britain, a little rain never stops play. Planning a British bank holiday is a strategic art. Always have a flexible plan. A for sun, B for rain, C for grey but dry. Pack your all-weather toolkit, waterproofs, games, films, and treats for indoor fun. Use weather apps to spot dry spells and seize outdoor moments. Turn rainy afternoons into creative family time. Bake, play, or explore. Work with the weather, not against it. The real secret? Attitude. Find joy in the moment, sunshine or showers. It's about the people you're with and the break from routine. So, when clouds gather, don't despair. Pull on your wellies and grab your umbrella. The forecast is always for fun. You just have to know where to look.